Alright, welcome back to my round 1 game of this month's REV GP. I'm not gonna remember what the GP is called, so whatever, I'm just gonna call it this month's REV GP. I'm playing 4-color Consonance ramp, which got nerfed again, so Caillou just gave me a new version. Okay. And apparently it's not playing Clammy Smith anymore. It's playing Ulfros instead, which I'm not a big fan of this card, but because I like Clammy Smith way more, but whatever. Anyways, I'm gonna keep this. Because I've turn 2 Elvish Witness and turn 3 Ardent Ascetics. And they're gonna keep 6. Alright, I'm on the draw because they rolled higher. What does Nascent Lightbane do anyways? Because I heard it got nerfed. Okay, so it's no longer a fetch land and it's untapped. Yeah, I'm not gonna try to think about what that thing does. Anyways, I'm always gonna play this thing out first because it's tap land that gets me all my colors. And I guess, yeah, Nascent Lightbane means that it's gonna be untapped if I choose one of the colors that aren't on here. So I guess I could name blue with this to make it untapped. And that seems fine. Like, I need blue for Snow Slingers anyways. What are they on? I haven't looked. They're also on a ramp deck. Oh, they're also on Grand Consonance. Alright, so this is a mirror match. Fun. So they're gonna put both things on top. There's Grand Consonance for if I eventually ramp into it. Anyways, playing Elvish Witness. Let me look at Ilfro again. So I can -2 get stuff back from yard, so I should definitely be milling this thing. Do I want Ulfro number 2? No, not really. I want lands, I think. Or not lands, but just more action. Like, I already have 2 Ardent Ascetics. I don't need any more. 3 drops. Okay, so what's happening? Next turn, I play Nascent Lightbane. I -2 Ulfro, kill the Elvish Witness. And it seems about right, I guess. Yeah, why is the deck playing this many Ulfros if Nascent Lightbane no longer fetches anymore? They're gonna play Ardent Ascetic. Sure. I think I still prefer Clamby Smith because it's more guaranteed. I guess Ilfro has higher upside. Like, Clamby makes treasures on a plus, or I guess gold tokens. Is it treasure gold tokens? I forgot. But anyways, Clamby makes tokens on a plus, so way more reliable. And also, the tokens tap for any color, so you can also color fixes you. Meanwhile, Ulfro needs you to have the right lands. But maybe mana is better in this deck after the nerf because you don't have to try as hard to get all your colors. At least worry as much about getting all your colors. Actually, no, their deck is slightly different because they're playing Symbol of the Revolution. Why are they playing a 1-drop in their ramp deck? Yeah, why are they playing this thing? I guess it's a mana sink. Oh, and it can give you a bunch of life. Okay, yeah, I see. So here I just play Ulfro minus the Elvish Witness, get back a land, and then see what happens next turn. Alternatively, I can Ardent Ascetic, try to fill up a land, and then use that to play 2 lands. Is that better? Okay, so if I go Ulfro, then I'm guaranteed to untap with... Okay, this also makes untapped lands. So if I go Ardent Ascetic, I think it actually is safer to go Ardent Ascetic because I flip a land, I play both lands from hand, so then I'll be at 2 extra mana that doesn't let me play anything. How much do I care about an opponent's mana development? Yeah, I think Ulfro is better just because it kills Elvish Witness. I'll go with that logic. I'm gonna leave Elvish Witness untapped to protect Ulfro, I think. And the plus is absolute garbage. So, in this deck, I mean, because I need all the lands I want. So, yeah. I don't actually care if this thing dies. It's just 3 mana, kill something, ramp 1. Alright, sure. So, anyways, Ulfro comes down. Gonna kill that and get this thing back. Unfortunately, don't get to do anything with my 2 floating mana this turn. But whatever. Wait, I could have... if Ardent Ascetic flipped the land, I could have gone Ardent Ascetic, extra land. No, I couldn't have, because it would be the same amount of lands either way. Okay, yeah, there was no way for me to go Ulfro into Ardent Ascetic. But yeah, I'm going to keep Ardent Ascetics in hand, because in the late game, they can flip non-land cards. Meanwhile, Ulfro's kind of just there for the minus, and it doesn't do anything else, because I'm not sacking lands to plus. I need mana in this deck. Okay, they have their own copy. Yeah, sure. What a fun matchup. Do they have any lands in yard? They have New Divide. Alright. Well, that actually turns off Snow Slinger's False Spring too. Actually, this is really bad for me if I don't draw a land next turn. Because that means I'm not going to play anything next turn. That just puts me super far behind. And they're getting to Consonance mana pretty soon. So that's something I need to worry about. And they're going to sack Contested Passage. Yep. From Ackyard. Sure. Well, they still had land drops remaining. Alright. Please top deck a land. Darn. Alright, looks like Ardent Ascetic's gonna need to flip me a land here. Well, I mean, it is a land, but it's not the land I'm looking for. Do I take it anyways? Wait, no, it's top 4 cards. Right. Okay, so yeah, there's the land. Yeah, it does let me cast Asahai if I take the mountain. So I can take mountain, play Chromactyard, which is kind of bad, but I mean, I need the lands though, so I should do that. Yeah. Maybe Chromatic Shard draws me into another land. I get to play the bonus lands off Anesthetic. That'd be nice. Okay, yeah, there we go. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana I'm tapping with next turn. So I'm 1 mana off Grand Consonance. Or no, I have Chromatic Shard, so I get to slam Grand Consonance the next turn. So hopefully my opponent doesn't get to slam at first. Do they have anything that can blow me out off Grand Consonance? They can flip Fury Calhelion, which blows up lands. I think that's the only thing that really prevents me from casting Grand Consonance next turn. If they do that, if they flip a Fury Calhelion, I just have to top deck another land in order to cast Grand Consonance. Wait, I'm not using the promo art for Grand Consonance. Alright, I need to change that during the after sideboarding. No Serious False Spring. Alright, this is not good, because they get to attack and then untap everything and then cast Grand Consonance that they drew. They can just like Fury Calhelion, my Studio Excellior or whatever, and that puts me off Grand Consonance. Elvish Witness, sure. I mean, if my Arnsec survives, then I also get to go Snow Singer's False Spring into Grand Consonance if I top deck a land. Like, or even if I don't get a land, I can still Snow Singers into Asahai, I think. Actually, no, they can just blow up my Nascent Lightning, and that puts me off blue. Yeah, does that? Yeah, sure. Like, do they have any 3 damage things? I don't think they do. Like, it's either 4 damage or whatever. Yeah, so now they get to play Grand Consonance, I guess. So are they gonna show the Grand Consonance? Or they didn't draw Grand Consonance, huh? They're probably disappointed by that then. Like, I was expecting something way scarier. Because now that lets me go Grand Consonance this turn. Another Snow Singers. Alright, sure. Do I need to kill Ulfro? They can plus Ulfro and then that gets them another Ulfro minus? Yeah, so I should be attacking down Ulfro. Let's see. So they get to cast a 3-drop. Another Ulfro. I mean, that doesn't do much, right? It just ramps them by 1. I don't think they're even gonna minus here. I think they're just gonna plus to try to get to the ult, or at least threaten an ult. Is there any reason for me to Grand Consonance pre-combat? They're gonna hit face. Alright, sure. Is there any reason for me to Grand Consonance pre-combat? Is there any hasty guys? No, there is not. And if I flip anything that can kill Ulfro, I'm not gonna bother killing Ulfro. I'm just gonna point everything at their lands if I have the chance to. Okay, yeah, that thing is scary. Alright, let's see what I draw here. A land. That's surprisingly helpful. So what does Snow Singers get me? I have 2 mana floating afterwards. So Snow Singers attack. Oh, no, I play Snow Singers first, just to see what I draw. I actually have Anesthetic, so if I draw a land, I have 4 mana to play around with, which means I get to play Anesthetic before attacking, which would be really nice. So yeah, here's my own Snow Singers. And there we go, there's the land, but it's tapped. Alright, I guess I'm attacking Chromatic Shard then. Right? Yeah, I want to play Anesthetic pre-combat, because it just gets me some free cards. I mean, gets me free mana off the Snow Singers. Let's see what I flip. Ooh, Fury Calhelion. Ooh, Silver Sun Ancient. Or do I just want to take 2 contested passages? Because what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I would have 9 mana after Snow Singers. 7 goes to Grand Consonance. I don't think the extra mana does anything. I should just take a Fury Calhelion for next turn, right? Yeah, I'll take a Fury Calhelion for next turn. Or do I take Silver Sun? Silver Sun's bigger. I think Fury Call is easier to slip into my curve, so that's what I take instead. Or I can take the contested passage to like take advantage of the fact that I'm going to get 2 flips, or take advantage of the fact that I'm going to get 2 extra land drops this turn, right? Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I'm going to get something good eventually, so I should just go for as much mana as possible, right? Yeah, I think I convinced myself to take contested passage here. So I'm going to play out both contested passages, and I'm going to fetch pre-combat because I want to get good hits off Grand Consonance. So how many basics are left anyways? Well, I need Forest number 2, and I should probably get Island in case my Nascent Living gets blown up. They're all tapped. So I'm going to attack with my Iron Ascetic. I'll point it at Ulfuro, I think. Yeah, sure, I'll point it at Ulfuro. I know I said that it's not worth killing Ulfuro, but it might matter in a way that, because they have enough lands, they might want to sack it eventually. And in that case, like, it's probably better for me to just reduce the number of options they have. Anyway, it's time for Grand Consonance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. Let's see if they have an answer to this thing. Alright, I only get 3 things, but those are some pretty good things. If I play out New Divide, I get to play out another Arn Ascetic this turn. I think that's probably worth it. Yeah, and Fury Calhelion is killing Symbol of the Revolution because that thing's kind of scary. I do want to just fetch out all my basics, I think. Or do I? Yeah, deck thinning, whatever. Deck thinning is probably good. Anyways, Fury Calhelion comes down and is gonna blow up Symbol of Revolution. Asahai comes down and should I minus or plus? I think I should minus and give my guys flying because like I want to go on the offense now. I'll minus Asahai and get my flying emblem. Like their deck doesn't have many flyers, right? I'm also gonna pay for a new divide, and I'll fetch out the planes. Like yeah, I'll need double white for drift off eventually. I'm gonna play out Arnsec again. Oh yeah, this guy's also supposed to be in the tunnels right now. Oh, did I put Arnsec under the tunnels? Yeah, I'll put this Fury Call under the tunnels. Ascetic fetches Elvish Witness is kind of bad. I'm gonna take Drift off because they might play something and that deals with whatever they flip off things. Alright, that was a good turn. Let's see what my opponent has. And I'm not even saying that sarcastically because they could just have Grand Consonance and play their own Grand Consonance and do their own Grand Consonance turn. Like they have a Snow Series False Winds that's about to tap their lands. Like they could easily just do the same thing I did last turn. Or yeah, exactly. And they're gonna play a pre-combat too. So they're gonna flip Asahai and Arnsec. So pretty much the same thing as I flipped. Or oh, they're gonna take Fairy Call. Okay, so did they not flip a land off that? No, they also got Drift off. Ooh, that's painful. They flipped 4 things. Alright, that's a pretty good Grand Consonance. So for me, I get to play Asahai and minus again, I think. Like they're gonna have to use one of their things to kill the Asahai. All my guys have flying, so like they're probably gonna point Fury Calhelion at Asahai, which I'm pretty happy about. They're gonna drift off. Okay, that drift off is gonna get drift offed. Okay, they're gonna blow up Asahai. Drift off is just not a safe thing to put stuff under in this matchup because it's extremely easy for my deck to kill drift off and then you now get another ETB. Fury Calhelion doesn't kill Fury Calhelion, right? Okay, so next turn I'm gonna probably drift off. The drift off plus Asahai, so Fury Calhelion comes down. Actually depends on what they do with Asahai. If they minus Asahai, I think I'm alright with actually I don't know. Next turn, do I minus Asahai or okay, so they're gonna make flying toe. Yeah, alright. We're taking the fight to the air now. Next turn I'm gonna play Asahai and -3 on first strike, I think, so that all my guys outsize theirs. And, like they can't really reanimate stuff easily, so actually the drift off should be hitting. I don't want it to hit Snow Singers either. Symbol of Revolution. Okay, yeah, I guess drift off is hitting Symbol of Revolution. Because that's something that's safe to they get and tap. Alright, I mean oh okay, there we go. Yeah, I can't kill that thing because we're balanced. Now they get the Snow Singer trigger. Okay, how did I break the mirror? I don't think anything from the graveyard matters. And Symbol of Revolution is actually a pretty good mirror breaker. Oh, Fury Call number 2. Alright, yeah, they're gonna start building up lands now. Or actually they just get to kill Aren't Ascetic because I blocked. I'm gonna put everything above the tunnel. Oh no, the Fury Calhelions are below the tunnels. They're gonna hit face. Okay, they're trying to rush me down. Okay, so what can Drift Top do here? Can I play Asahai plus Drift Top? Only if I top deck a land. So that means lands are good draws here. Let me double check if there is Sorcery Speed. It's not Sorcery Speed. Alright. So that means I can't kill this thing. So I need to drift off it. Good draw. Silver Sun Ancient. I mean, it's fun, but I do need to use Drift Off this turn, which means I can't do anything else. Because otherwise, they get to swing the Symbol of Revolution, and it's basically game over because I can't gain, or they're going to gain way too much life for me to deal with. And actually, the 2 Fury Calhelions in the tunnels is also a huge problem right now. You can go Drift Off plus Asahai, plus Drift Off and then +2 Asahai to clog up the tunnels a bit. Is that useful? No, I really want to get value off Drift Off. Can I go Drift Off plus Silver Sun Ancient? 1, 2, 3, 4. How much mana do I have again? Yeah, 10. So, and that thing's 7. Okay, so I can't go Drift Off plus Silver Sun. Is that worth it? So what? Drift Off kills Symbol, and then Silver Sun kills Drift Off, which causes Fury Call to come back and then kill the Asahai. That does not seem like a good trade. But maybe it's worth it. And then I get to attack him with all my Iron Ascetics and be happy about it because they all trade evenly. Like, I do need to deal with Symbol this turn, right? And I can't deal with it off Fury Calhelion, so I have to drift off that thing. What if I just went Drift Off plus Chromatic Shard? Drift Off kills Drift Off plus Symbol. Then, what? The Silver Sun comes down, and then I draw a card off Chromatic Shard, so I'm still going to take a Fury Calhelion to the face next turn, which doesn't sound fun at all. They are also starting to run out of cards, right? So, should I also take advantage of that? Like, taking 5 to the face just means any Fury Calhelion that hits me is lethal. And I think I'll play it safe. In that case, yeah. So that means I drift off the Symbol of the Revolution and Silver Sun Ancient to drift off, right? Sure. I'm just gonna go for a safe play. Yeah, Silver Sun Ancient blows up the Drift Off, which gets my own Fury Calhelion back, and those guys are all going into the tunnels, because I need to, are there any good targets other than Asahai? No, not really, I'm just gonna blow up Asahai. Prevents the plus. Attack with Iron Celtic lets me sneak in 2 damage, so I think I'll go for that. Or actually, it lets me sneak in 4 damage. That lets me sneak in 4 damage. Actually, I wonder if I should have, like, I should have blown up the thing post-combat so I can kill the Iron Ascetic. No, Asahai is probably better to kill. And yeah, pass a turn. So they can attack this turn with the Fury Call Helions. No, they can't attack very well because Silver Sun Ancient kills the Fury Call. So unless they have Drift Off or something. Okay, they're just gonna swing out. Alright, I'm blocking. Right, Judge Call resolved. Yeah, my guys are still in tunnels. But we clarified what tunnel marker means. It turns out it's not the first time that something like this has happened. Yeah, I mean, tunnels is, I mean, it's a fun mechanic, but it is a complex mechanic that could lead to some judge calls, especially with how people are marking the tunnels. I mean, ever since, like, even when I was playing Karslav before I got into the format during the test drafts, we were always playing the tunnels like this, where we use the marker as an indicator of who's in the tunnels and not. Anyways, that's, like, this is really good for me, because suddenly, now oh wait, I can't attack because I'm gonna die on the swing back. Yeah, suddenly I'm in a really good situation because my guys can go on the offense and they can't really kill this thing easily because it comes back, and they can't exactly attack either because I have the better board state. What do I do with Asahai? Do I plus or -3 again? Like, I can -3 to give my guys first strike. Doesn't actually do much though. I mean, it makes my guys really hard to attack into, but that's not what I'm worried about right now. I can give my guys trample actually eventually. Is trample good at all? I don't think so. Or I mean, it's good for Silver Sun Ancient, but just for Silver Sun Ancient. And if I attack with this guy, I'm gonna die on the swing back. So I'm just gonna do it like this. Play Chromatic Shard. Let's see what I draw. Ooh, all for all. That's surprisingly good, right? Because I can minus to get back Contested Passage. Or should I start plussing this guy? I do want all the mana I have access to though, right? So like I don't want to start sacking lands off the +1, or do I? So like minusing Ulfro lets me shoot down Elvish Witness. That doesn't do much though. I guess I can attack with both my guys. Like, do I have lethal if I attack with both my guys? So that's 9. It probably kills at least 1 Fury Call Helion. Attacking, they can double block it. Yeah, it's bad trade for me if I attack, so I shouldn't do that. I think I'll just like play Asahai, play Ulfro plus Ulfro, or minus Ulfro, kill the Elvish Witness, clear the way for attacks, get some more mana, and then next turn I can like sack to draw a card. Right, in that case, I should be attacking or I should be playing my cards post-combat. And actually attacking in, that leaves me open for 4 damage on the swing back. I think I'm alright with that outcome, I think. Yeah, since I'm going to be killing one of those things, so maximum I get whacked for 3. And Ulfro, -1, whack the Elvish Witness, get back Contested Passage. Hopefully I still have a fetchable left in the deck. Better have one, because otherwise it'll be super embarrassing. I have a single play. Yeah, I'm out of fetchables now. So now Ulfro is +1 becomes really bad. Anyways, I'm tapping out this turn for Asahai number 2. And yeah, I'm plussing here. Making the tokens, and I'm putting them in the tunnels. Because I more worry about the Fury Call Helion. Actually, no, I can split them, right? Yeah. Oops, that's the wrong counter type. Let's see if they have anything to do end of turn. Like, they can always top deck Grand Consonance and get a good Consonance flip. That's something. That's always something can happen with this deck. So, like, you're never out of the woods yet, because one can always top deck something good. They're gonna play Contested Passage. Actually, Ulfro is good now because I can discard my fetch land without feeling bad about it, because I'm out of fetchables. That's funny. Anyways, did they get Grand Consonance? Because, like, that's what they need to win here, right? They didn't. Alright, they're gonna, unless I have an instant speed removal spell, I think they just die to Asahai minus, right? Oh, I don't know, I haven't counted. Ooh, Grand Consonance number, okay, well, I guess I'm casting that, because why not? Is there, like, any downsides to casting it? Not really. Actually, I should, it doesn't matter. I'll plus Ulfro first, in case, like, I draw another Ulfro, or, oops, wrong color. Actually, is that the color on sack? Yeah, whatever. I don't want to think anymore. Fury Call Helion is also a good card to draw eventually. I should plus Asahai because, or I should activate Asahai in case I flip into another Asahai, because then I can like activate Asahai again. Anyways, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Grand Consonance number 2, or is it number 3? Number 2. Okay, they're just gonna say GG, and yeah, sure. Anyways, let me quickly swap out my deck for the promo versions. Right, okay, so sideboarding. What do I do here? I think is Braze good here? It kills their small things. Okay, so Lithium Fountain, that doesn't actually do anything. Vanguard ban on big stuff, on Consonance. No, I don't think it's worth it. Like, this is a sluggy matchup, so I don't want to bring in something that's only good against a single card, even if that card is, like, wins the game. So Braze actually does kill, yeah, it kills Spirit Calhelion. I'm bringing this thing in. At least 2 copies. What's not good here? I don't like Ulfro, even though it was super good that game. I just don't like Ulfro. Riftoff is not very safe against them because it's gonna get blown up, and then you're gonna feel bad about that. Or Max Shard's cuttable. Is that what I'm going with? Yeah, sure. I'll run this. All right, let's see what I draw here. Is this good? It has 2-mana removal for the dorks. What else does it have? Not much else. Yeah, I'm gonna mulligan this. Right, this hand is better. It's not great, but it has turn 3 Iron's Egg, which is actually just really bad. I'm gonna risk a keep because there might be some. It might be worth it, like somewhere. Do I top Drift off? No, I'm not gonna get the right colors for it. Like, ramping into Fairy Calhelion is a way to win, so I'm gonna try to spike that plan. Divide, sure. Asahai. Right, I'm playing Contested Passage and fetching end of turn. Actually, what do I fetch for? I think I fetch. No, I need to get double red for Fury Calhelion, but Asahai also requires white. I think I'm gonna fetch white, or I'm gonna try to get Naya colors first and then see what I draw. Oh boy, yeah, this is. I don't have Braze, so I'm not feeling great about this. And anyways, I'm fetching white, right? Yeah, I already agree on fetching white here. They're gonna top 2 again. Man, they keep getting good draws. Okay, so yeah, I do have the right mana for Asahai now. So I'm gonna play New Divide tapped, and I guess that's fetching red. So aren't Aesthetic's gonna fetch red number 2, and then I'll try to play Fury Call on turn 4, because that's really that's about as strong as my can get right now. Iron's Egg. Okay, they're gonna ramp into Grand Consonance while I'm still stuck on 5 mana and beat me really badly due to that. Let's see what they flip. Fury Calhelion. Oh boy, that thing's coming down next turn, and well, good news is I have absolutely no targets except for Iron's Aesthetic, which is gonna get nuked. I mean, it already got its value, so like it's a fine thing to get killed by Fury Calhelion. Dude, the question now is, how am I gonna get double red for Fury Calhelion? Still hit all my mana. I mean, if I don't get Fury Calhelion mana, I can still play Asahai, right? Although Asahai is kind of bad against Fury Calhelion, now you think about it. Well, I'm always fetching red here because I need to get my colors, and I'm always playing Iron Aesthetic here because I want to get my colors. I think I'm always grabbing Forest here, right? So I'm gonna play Asahai next turn, which is not great against Fury Calhelion. Like, I play Asahai plus it, make 2 things. So they're probably putting Fury Calhelion into those tunnels, so I can jump Fury Calhelion, assuming they have no offer. So yeah, I'm playing both my guides in the tunnels because otherwise Asahai just dies to a single removal spell on the jumper. Okay, what are my other options? I can take Iron Aesthetic or Snow Singers. Like, if I take Iron Aesthetic, I'm bringing to top deck a land next turn, but it gives me an out in case the Asahai plan doesn't work out. I think I should just be ramping towards my big thing, so I'll take the land. Like, I have enough action in hand. I don't need to risk not drawing land here. I do love how I'm completely immune to Fury Calhelion right now, or my mana base is completely immune to Fury Calhelion, and so is my opponent. So they're just gonna play Fury Calhelion, I guess. Yep, boom, it's dead. Is it going into tunnels? Nope, they're putting everything above ground. Alright, sure. I would put Fury Calhelion in the tunnels. Well, there's the land. So I guess I'm getting. Yeah, I guess I'll be able to play Fury Calhelion if I play this untapped. Like, I can play Fury Call, blow up Elvish Witness. Is that good? Just put them behind on mana, and right now it seems like they don't have many lands in hand. I probably want to get something on board before I play Asahai, because Asahai gets a lot better if you have things on board. Also, apparently, I just noticed that Asahai has a static. I don't know why I'm saying that right now, but yeah, it turns out completely irrelevant in my deck. Right, so I'm definitely playing Fury Calhelion here, right? So play Fury Calhelion, blow up Elvish Witness. Next turn, see what my opponent does. Like, worst case scenario, blowing up Elvish Witness puts them off Consonance mana, so like I should always do this. And then afterwards, I play Asahai, start making guides. And I should put Fury Calhelion above ground because I need to block Fury Calhelion, because I'm already like losing some life off this. Paying 3 life Fury Calhelion, jeez. Alright, that dies. Pass the turn. I mean, if I get 1 more land and survive for 1 more turn, or 2 more turns, I get to play Grand Consonance. That's worth something at least, right? If they attack with Fury Calhelion, do I block? Because that indicates an Ulfro. Like, do I want them to get value off Ulfro? How much is 4 life worth compared to Fury Call? I think I want Fury Call to stick around, so if they attack with Fury Call, I'm not blocking. They could also be on Braid. Do they have Braids in sideboard? Like, they're on a different deck, a slightly different deck than me. No, they're also on 4 Braids. Okay, so if I don't block and they Braids Spirit Call, that's also... No, if they have Braids, they're just gonna Braids it now instead of risking a block. Spirit Call number 2. Alright. Oh, they blow up my land. Ah, yeah, I guess I blow up their mana source and they get to blow up my mana source. It's only fair, and they're not gonna attack. Yeah. Okay, so I get Asahai. What do I do with that? Okay, so I need double green for Grand Consonance, or I need one more green source for Grand Consonance and one more red source for Fury Call, and also one more green source for Silver Sound. So my mana isn't great right now. They're still not putting their guys in the tunnels for some reason. It's like a tunnel adverse. Well, anyways, so I play Asahai. Do I minus Asahai to make Fury Call Helion eat their Fury Call Helions? Might be worth it, honestly. Might be. How far are they? They're not gonna Grand Consonance next turn. Okay, I'm just gonna make creatures with Asahai because that's probably the best thing to do with this guy. Pass the turn. So now if they attack Fury Call Helion, I can trade Fury Call plus a soldier. So I am gumming up the board when I do this. And now it's just a game of me drawing my mana sources versus can my opponent draw their mana sources and things to do with it. Yeah, they can Nascent Light Vein untapped. Rift off. Oh, okay, that's concerning. And I'm really far away from Silverstone, so I can't blow up their Drift Off. I actually don't have the right mana to cast my own Drift Offs either because they blew up my white source. So not looking good for me. On the bright side, like if I ever manage to blow up their Drift Offs, it's really good for me. But do I chump here? Do I want to take H to the face? How much is a soldier worth? It makes Snow Sirens a lot better, so yes, I should. If I do this, I'm just dead to it. Okay, fine, I'll take. Like, playing it safe right now doesn't really do me any favors. Well, it is mana, but it's tapped, and okay, so I'm gonna have to double chump Fury Call Helion next turn, and yeah. Or could I have done this? No, that's useless. Alright, hopefully they don't have removal, because otherwise I die. They can also just get Asahai and minus to give these guys flying, and I also die. Yep, should have blocked on the first, on last turn. Could I have like single blocked and still survive? No, I couldn't have, right? Because 5, yeah, I'm dead either ways. Unless I double blocked, in which case Snow Sirens becomes a really bad draw. It's still a decent draw. Maybe I play a bit too risky there. Anyways, clearly Drift Off is still good, so I'm bringing it back in. Actually, no, I'm going to bring in some more Braises, because killing Fury Call Helion there would have been really good. I did take out, House Down's kind of iffy. Take out more Chromatic Shards. Like, those are always the first thing to cut, I think. Is hoarding Equilibrate good? Like, they can't deal with it, right? Really annoying for them. I think it might be worth it. It's just another thing that... It's another big thing in a deck full of big things. I don't need more big things, I think. Let's run this. Alright, this is a good hand. Early ramp into things. Early ramp into Fury Call Helion and Drift Off. They're gonna start mulling. That's a good sign for me, at least. 6, sure, go. You can decide what to bomb later on, or during my turn. So it's turn 2 Elvish Witness, which probably gets answered by Ulfaro or something. Do I play Elvish Witness or Chromatic Shard first? Because Chromatic Shard also, like, that thing doesn't die to removal. So is there something I'm wrapping into specifically? Because in that situation, Chromatic Shard would be better. Planes. Yeah, I play Elvish Witness, I think. Yeah, because I'm on the play. So, like, if they want to answer Elvish Witness, they don't get to play their own 2-drop. Yeah. Okay, let's see what I flip. New Divides. I don't need that many lands, right? Actually, do I bomb both lands? I have these guys. So I have enough to Fury Call Helion. I think I bomb both lands, which is really scary actually, because I could easily imagine screwing myself. But okay, so I know I want to bomb at least one land because the 2 land draws in a row is way too many. But do I also bomb this land? And now I'll play it safe and keep it on top. Also, like, I get 1 land in the yard for Ulfaro in case I need to use it, or I mean, in case I draw it. 2 luxurious estates. Well, they're gonna be taking a bunch of life damage from this. Elvish Witness, man, the mirror match. How do we always get Elvish Witness on turn 2? Let's see if they also keep on top this time. Nope, they're gonna mill 1 card. So it probably has an Ulfaro, or has too many lands. Like, this doesn't really say anything about their hand. I think it might actually be worth Drift Offing that guy, right? Did I play Chromatic Shard instead? Wait, I honestly think it's worth Drift Offing here. And I'll take 1 to deal 1 to them, because it's probably better that way. Like, I just fault the bird, right? Drift off the elf. It's worth doing this because it puts them off their mana development, and you don't know what scary things they could have. So I do get to play Fury Call Helion next turn, and their mana base is full of basics, right? Or full of non-basics right now for me to blow up. Actually playing Drift Off here is probably really bad for them, because now if that Fury Call Helion comes down, it's gonna really start mass screwing them. So unless they have a removal spell for Elvish Witness, they're in a bit of trouble. I guess they can also get Iron Aesthetic, yeah. And that starts getting them back up on lands. Do I blow up Iron Aesthetic or their lands? I think it's better for me to blow up their lands. So they're thinking a bit about what to take. Okay, so Nascent Life Vein is also untapped now for any color I want, so I'm gonna name red with it, I think. New Divide's fetching green, so that gets me double green or triple green for Consonance. They're gonna take Iron Tech number 2. So do they have another land in hand? Yeah, they do. Alright. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm probably gonna cast it this game. So this is naming red, like I decided, right? Or do I need to name red with this? It prevents me from taking 1 damage off Luxurious Estate. It also makes future Fury Calhelion draws a lot better, in case Elvish Witness dies. I think it's worth naming red with this. Alright, blow up your lands. And pass the turn. Oh wait, I forgot to put this guy in the tunnels. Okay, well, yeah, seems like that's just something you forget to do sometimes. Or no, it's arguable because you can block Iron Static. Now they have 2 Iron Statics, so yeah, I probably should put this guy in the tunnels. Like, if you ever ask, do you want to put Fury Calhelion in the tunnels? If you're head on board, I think the answer is probably yes. Then again, like, I'm not the best player around, so don't take my word for it. They take a land, alright, yeah. Helps them recover a bit from Fury Calhelion. They're at Fury Calhelion man next turn. Do they have Braze? Okay, they do. Cool. I'm fine with that. Fury Calhelion already blew up a land and ate up a removal spell, so I'm pretty happy with that outcome. Right, what the heck? Okay, so apparently Cockroach just crashed. Anyways, what happened? I got a food token. Okay, sure. So what I'm doing now? That's funny. Yeah, sometimes this deck just draws a bunch of Fury Calhelions in a row, and my opponent just cries. I mean, am I doing anything else? Of course not. I'm just playing Fury Calhelions. Yeah. Say hello to Fury Calhelion number 2, and there goes your Luxurious Estate. And I'm also gonna put this guy in the tunnels, because they have things above ground, so I'm gonna start attacking them below ground. Like, that's how the tunnels are supposed to play. It's alternative battlefield. So do they still have lands? Like, they can still get back from this, right? If they draw their own Fury Calhelions. Oh, yep, they're on defense. Looks like they also brought in all their Brazes. Grand Guard. Oh, are they naming Grand Consonance? Because that's actually going to be pretty big for me. Yep, they name it. Alright, hoping to top deck something then. Oh, not fetched yet. Okay. The question now is, do I Psycho Grand Constance? What do I have that kills Crown Guard Van? Silversun Ancient, which I have 2 copies of. Fury Calhelion, which I still have 2 copies of. And Rift Off, which I have 2 copies of. I think it's worth... Well, no, if I don't Psycho Grand Constance, what do I... I'm gonna play Chromatic Shard first, I think. What do I tap? How do I tap this? If I get Drift Off, I want to cast it right away, so I should just do this. Yeah, seems about right. I guess I'm playing this thing as a land, right? Because I care about mana way more than I care about using this thing as a card, right? Or maybe this thing can finish off someone. I think I care about mana way more, so I will play this thing as a land. And I guess I will Psycho Grand Constance end of turn. Wait, did they just board out all their own Grand Constances? That'd be funny. The New Divide's fetching Island, I think. Or no, it's gonna fetch Forest because now I already have Forest. So I have the triple green requirement met. I still need double white, so maybe it fetches Plains or it fetches Island. Because if I draw my NASA Highs, I want to be able to play them without using Luxurious Estate. They boarded and get that. Oh yeah, I probably should board this guy in too, because this thing kills Mad Dorks really nicely. Ouch. Oh, they not okay. They're holding up what? Okay, so what instant speed thing are they holding up? They don't have any instants. Okay, I have no idea what they're doing. Guess they don't want to get the Elvish Witness. I feel like doing that would be really good. Alright, anyways, I'm fetching with New Divide. I'm cycling Grand Constance now because not doing anything is really bad for me. I'll get the island. Yeah, oh, Exiles. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm cycling it. Well, now I draw Drift Off. How convenient. Well, Drift Off's killing Cathet, I guess. Elvish Witness number 2. Alright, what's on top? This guy above the tunnels, or no, I'll put this guy below the tunnels in case it ever chips in for some damage eventually. Asahai, that's good. Elvish Witness number 2 is not necessary. Do I kill Crown Guard Ban? Nah, it's not useful now because it already did its job of getting rid of Grand Constance for a turn. And I play a Forest, right? Yeah, no point in not playing out the Forest. How much mana do I have right now? 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, can't do anything with that mana. I don't have any good targets for Drift Off either. If I ever draw Grand Constance, I have enough mana to both Drift Off and Grand Constance in the same turn. This turn, I'm just gonna spend end of turn cracking the foods. And okay, seems like they also have nothing. Oh, gain some life. I might as well take the free life gain while I can. they screw over themselves by Grand Guard banning their own Grand Consonance. Like, if they're gonna go for the Grand Guard ban plan, surely they board out their own Grand Consonances, right? Although boarding out Grand Consonances matchup just feels bad, so I don't think they did that. I don't really know what they did. Anyways, I can play Asahai minus, give my guys flying, but then Asahai dies to swing back, so I shouldn't do that. So I'm just gonna... Yeah, I should just Asahai plus. And making the soldiers... Well, should I put them above or below the tunnels? I think I need to... I'll do it like this, so that I can... Or no, I'm gonna do it like this, so that I can trump the RNSX, because I don't want Asahai to get hit down, right? Or I want to start attacking with my soldiers. It doesn't matter. Like, my soldiers can attack anywhere once Asahai minuses and starts antheming my guys. Grand Guard ban. Okay, but on what? Because I already play out Asahai. Do you know that I have Drift Off? Rico Helion. Okay, that's not a bad name. I still have enough mana to drift off both the Grand Guard bans and Furico Helion in the same turn, though, right? Yeah. Arnesetic. They're mana screwed. I blew up all... Okay, so I'm always starting with Arnesetic here, so I should do that. Tap like that, so I can still play anything I draw. And this guy go above or below tunnels. This guy goes above the tunnels because it's going to be brick walling the Arnesthetics. And let's see, what do I flip? Disappointing. Or no, it's fine. Like, I can just change Arnesthetics all I want. Yeah, tap like this. Play another Arnesthetic, and this one, I go below tunnels now. Yeah, I'm going to put it above just to keep trumping. Okay, do I get something good now? Okay, that's very funny, very funny. Maybe you should have Crown Guard banned Arnesthetic instead. Okay, do I minus or plus? I think this is a good time to Asahai minus and give my guys flying, because yeah, now my soldiers start attacking over, and that puts a clock on them. So I'm going to give my guys flying. Oops, not the counters. Actually, I had enough mana to play Arnesthetic number 3. Do I do that? Yeah, I think I'll hold. I can just attack this turn. Did I play both Arnesthetics? Yeah, I did. Well, I'm going to attack for 6. Start going on offense. And see what my opponent has. 3. They had stuff. Yeah, they definitely had stuff. Well, I mean, so that went well for me. Pretty bad for my opponent. I blew up 2 of their mana sources, and then they just didn't draw the lands for the rest of the game. It's unfortunate. I'm not sure how to feel about boarding and Crown Guard ban in that matchup, because it just doesn't feel impactful enough in this matchup, where both players are playing big splashy things. So unless you can exactly guess what your opponent has in hand, Crown Guard ban has a pretty decent chance of just not doing anything. Even if your opponent has a thing in hand, it still lets them cycle it. So like, not even that bad if your opponent has a thing, because sure, they have to spend 3 more mana to cycle it, but they still eventually get a card that does stuff, while you're stuck with an artifact that doesn't really do much. And also it turns off your own things, so eventually you're going to draw your own things, and then it's going to be bad for you. But yeah, so that was a pretty good round 1 game. So I'll be going into future rounds up a game.